Hello everyone, and welcome to my tutorial on using the HealthSource database, specifically the Academic and Nursing Edition, as it is available on the Jersey Clicks website. This particular database is hosted by EBSCO, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with EBSCO, it's a research platform that provides access to a variety of databases and digital resources. In addition to hosting this database, EBSCO also created this database. And this specific database provides access to a plethora of scholarly medical information, including magazines, reference books, and most importantly, for the purposes of your research, full-text academic journals. Topics covered include general wellness, specific diseases and treatment, pediatric nursing, critical care nursing, medical law, nursing management, and more. And the audience for this specific database includes researchers such as yourselves, but also doctors, of course, nurses and nursing students, and other members of the medical field. Now, before we begin in earnest, I want to encourage you to create a MyEBSCO account. Creating a MyEBSCO account will allow you to access certain features, organize your search into projects, and save articles for later use. It's a very simple sign-up process. It's free, and it's similar to signing up for any website. So I'm already signed in right now, but I'm just going to sign out briefly so you all can see what the sign-up page looks like. Create an account, go here, and as you can see, it's very, very simple. It's similar to other website signups. If you would like, you can sign up using your Google account to make it even more simple. So as I mentioned, the database that we are looking at is called HealthSource Nursing Academic Edition. And the homepage or the landing page brings you to the basic search. Basic search is a great starting point if you are new to search or are interested in receiving the broadest results possible. However, I'm going to show you advanced search because it is something that some people find a little intimidating. And I would like to walk you through it just to show you that it's not quite as scary as it seems. Before I begin the search, I want to look at some of the drop-down menus and explain what exactly we're looking at. So we have a search bar at the top, and then a second and third search bar underneath, and next to those are two drop-down menus with the words and or not. These are called Boolean operators. And Boolean operators, it's basically a term that uses these three words to help you further refine your search to include or exclude certain pieces of information. And I'll give an example in a moment. You can also use field searching, which is a really handy tool. You're basically telling the database where exactly you want the keyword that you're searching for to be found in a text. For example, if you know there's a specific author that you are looking for, you want to tell the search that you're looking for items by that author. And that's really helpful because, some articles will reference an author, but it's not written by that person. So it's just a great way to even further narrow down your search into what exactly it is you're looking for. So now that we know the basics there, let's do a search. So I'm going to search for information about obsessive compulsive disorder. So as I start typing it into this little search bar, you're going to notice that it actually has a drop-down menu with autofill options, which is very handy. So I'm looking at my options here, and I see obsessive compulsive disorder without a hyphen, with a hyphen, and OCD. And I'm going to search using this because I feel like I'm covering all of my bases in my search, in that it's going to look for all of these terms, which are more or less interchangeable with each other. And I know that I'm interested in learning about OCD in children specifically. So I'm going to look at my Boolean operators and, well, or is not really what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for, because I definitely want OCD and children because I'm interested in those two together. So let's start typing in children. And again, you can see that the drop-down menu is autofilling with some options. And similar to the first, I like this one here because it's kind of covering all my bases. Children or adolescents or youth or child or teenager. So there's no real right or wrong way to do this. There are a bunch of different techniques you can use in your search. And I encourage you to play around a little bit and see what results you get based on what you type into the search. Now, when you scroll down, you could further limit your results to certain types. For example, I know that for my purposes, I only want results that include the full article. I don't want just the abstract or indexing information. I want to be able to read the article. And I also want things that are peer reviewed, so I know that it's coming from a reputable source that's been vetted already. You can also play around with the publication date. You can choose from preset time periods, or you can create your own custom range. Usually for medical journals, I recommend keeping it more recent and up to date. So I'm going to say, I think the past 12 months might be a little bit too limited. So let's make it the past 5 years. And I'm pretty much open to any journal title, any publication type. Nope, that's not true. I want journal articles specifically. And document type, I want only articles. I don't want reviews or anything like that. I want full articles. Now, if you use these search filters here, make sure you hit this search button. Don't make the same mistake that I've made in the past and hit this search button, because this is going to totally ignore all the filters you just spent your time filling in. Make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom and hit search, so all those filters apply. Let's take a look at our results. Okay, here we go. And this is our first page of results. And in total, we have 60 results, which is a pretty reasonable number. If we hadn't included all of those filters, we would probably be getting a number, depending on how many articles on OCD are in this database, I bet it would be in the thousands. But 60 is a pretty manageable number. And if we look over here where it says show, you can click on that, and this will this will help allow you to change how many results show on one page of search results. So you can change it to show me 20 results on one page, 30, 50. I usually keep it at 10. I think that's a nice manageable number for scrolling through. And then once you get to the bottom, you can click on show more results. Relevance will sort the articles from newest to oldest or oldest to newest. And here we have some pretty cool search tools, or research tools, I suppose I should say. You can save your search or create an alert. So I'm going to click on Save Search and see what that means. So this page opens up. And search name, that seems kind of not super handy for saving search. So I'm going to change it to something else. I'm going to change it to OCD Research Project Part 4. Here you can add a description if you would like. And if you hit save, what this is going to do, it's actually going to save the search exactly as you made it for you to refer to at a later time. So let's go to our dashboard and go to saved. And you'll see that I've already played around a little bit, so I've got some other saved searches going on. And there it is. And here you can see all of the filters that I applied to the search. So that's a very, very cool tool to use. And if you create an alert, that will basically set up a system that will email you anytime a new article is published to this database that fits that search criteria. So again, two really useful tools for staying on top of your research project. So let's click on an article. And the first page, or when you click on the article, it's going to show you a lot of information about it, a lot of the metadata, including the authors, where the article was published, different keywords that the author thinks is relevant, and the abstract. And then you can save the article, much like we just saved our search. You can cite the article, and there are plenty of different citation styles that you can choose from. You can export the citation to the citation management tool of your choice. You can add to project, which is another way of saving your articles, but grouping them together under specific folders. So it's a much more streamlined way of saving your information. You can share it, and you can download it. To take a look at the article, let's click on the PDF option. And it should be, remember, it should be the whole text, because we specified that we only want full text options. And yeah, that looks pretty complete to me. So on the right, you're going to see suggested articles. Personally, I think it's a little too busy on the screen while I'm trying to read the article itself, so I just hit exit. And up here on the toolbar, you're going to see similar tools to what I just described on the previous page, but you can also print the article. As of right now, the search option is not quite ready. This will bring up the recommended items. And this wonderful accessibility tool to listen to the article. You can also adjust the volume, the playback speed, and you can even download the MP3 so you can listen to the article offline. Now, once you've found an article that you think is absolutely fantastic, I recommend a few things. First of all, make sure you scroll to the references page and take a look through the articles here and see if there's anything that you think would be relevant to your research. We can also go back a moment and take a look at the subject headings for the article and see if there's something that you missed in your search that you can add. For example, executive functioning in OCD. Let's see here. Similarly with the author-supplied keywords. Again, there could be something that you missed in your search that you think would be relevant. And I hope that this was a helpful screencast for getting your feet wet with HealthSource. As usual, do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you very much, and happy searching.